Hi, my name is Patrick Hubley, and I'm the executive director of the Utah Film Center. And I'd like to welcome you all for joining us tonight for the opening night of the 2020 Damn These Heels Film Festival. I'm coming to you from the Utah Film Center's remote offices at the base of Mount Olympus here in Holiday. And I'm just want to express how excited we are as an organization to be able to bring this event to you, our audience, in this in these strange times that we're living in. I've been doing a lot of reflecting on what to say about tonight, and and why we're doing what we're doing. And I just want to give a little bit of background on what this festival is and how we've gotten to where we are today. This is the 18th year, and it's obviously the first year we've done anything online. This, for us, and I think for our supporters and people who've attended in the past, has become a highlight of the year. As far as film events and film programming goes in Salt Lake City. I know it's a highlight of my year to be part of this festival, which I've been in various capacities for the last over 12, almost 12 years now. So, this year when the world went crazy in March, we, like many other arts and culture organizations, had to rethink what our plans were going to be, what our programs we were going to offer. And at that time, we had hopes that, at this point in our, in the crisis, that we would be able to perhaps get back together, and celebrate film and cinema in person. Once we realized that that was not going to be the case, we quickly pivoted and reached out to our past ticket buyers and past buyers to ask, if this festival was something that people wanted and wanted to see and wanted to participate in again, even though we couldn't gather in person. And resoundingly, you told us yes. We heard that loud and clear, and here we are today, presenting over 20 films online, as many special events as films, with tonight's conversation with our curators and programmers, with the dance party, Q&As throughout the next week. So we hope you join us for more than just watching these amazing films that we're offering as part of the festival. For us, art and relationships are how we understand the times that we live in. And watching films, sharing stories, engaging in stories together, even though we can't be physically together, but we can be spiritually, we can be intellectually, and we can be socially together via these films and opportunities that we're providing. This is a community-driven festival. As I mentioned earlier, we're here today because we heard loud and clear from our constituents that we needed to present this festival again. But I also want to acknowledge and thank the team of over 20 community programmers who have volunteered their time for the past few months, who represent the entire diversity that is the LGBTQIA plus community, to help us and to guide us and work with our programming team to present the best films that were available to us this year. Filmmakers from all over the world have been gracious and willing to work with us. It's a whole new world in the film industry. It's ever changing, and there's not one way to do anything. So I really want to give a big thank you to Davey Davis, who you'll meet in just a minute, who's been leading the programming team, as well as those programmers. I'd like to give a special thanks to our Josh Levy, who, basically built this entire festival platform over the last month and a half to make it available and possible for us to show these films. I do also want to take an opportunity to thank the entire Utah Film Center staff who have been invaluable in making this event happen, who really are the muscle, the power behind the Film Center. And again, particularly Mariah Mellis, whose energy and positivity, supports and drives a lot of us. Lastly, and I know you're not here to listen to me, but I also want to thank our major sponsors, the Dancing Llama Foundation, the Terrence Kern Stevens Charitable Fund, the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, and the B.W. Bastian Foundation, whose financial support are making this possible. I have to tell you that for those of you who have been at opening night in previous years and have endured my introductions, I got to tell you, this one is even harder and more challenging. The heat. I know I'm being silly, but listen, we want you to enjoy the films. We want you to engage with us. We'd love to hear your feedback. We hope you have a great week with us at the cinemas online. Thank you and enjoy the show.
All right. Thank you so much, Patrick. Sorry, I'm shouting. I'm Davey Davis, and I'm the film program manager at the Utah Film Center, and I'm the director of programming for Damn These Heels. We kind of feel like we're driving like a laser pirate ship that we don't quite know the controls of here. It's a new experience for all of us to stream a festival online, and it's actually really exciting because I'm kind of our live stream central. So the program is being brought to you from my computer right now. I've got you right in front of me, and then I'm kind of controlling this like a switchboard. And over here, I've got the chat feature, and I can see how many people are dialed in. So this festival is a great opportunity to sort of, well, I guess the festival as a whole is an opportunity to connect with people, but this live stream is a chance to really hone your digital skills and reach out and connect through the chat. We're really trying to make it so that you can still participate with other festival goers throughout the festival. We've got some great films coming up, but we've also got a lot of what we call special events or non-film content, which is still streamed and still online mostly, but it's an opportunity to engage with the festival and your fellow patrons in a way that's a little less isolated than watching a film at home alone on your couch. So we hope you take advantage of that, and we also hope that you are creative in this time. Have host watch parties at your house with the people you're comfortable being around. Send us pictures. Keep us posted on social media. Tag things with Damn These Heels, and we'll repost it too. I don't know if you're like me, but I'd never been to a live stream DJ set, which we have starting up at 8 o'clock tonight, and at first I thought, well, it's probably not for me. And then when we were doing the test with the DJs, I was like, this is amazing. So I really think you'll appreciate it. And this chat feature on this live stream is a good chance to get engaged. If you have any issues, we're also here for you. So you can ask us questions through the chat, or you can contact us through the Eventive site and through Utah Film Center channels. If you have any problems getting this festival to work, this is new for us, but we know it's new for you too. So we're really, really glad you're here. So I oversee the programming of the films, but I don't actually choose them. We have, as Patrick mentioned, a wonderful programming committee that goes through and watches over 250 films were narrowed down to our final program of 24 features and 4 shorts programs. And it's really a Herculean lift. And every year I sort of watch them work, and I start to think, oh, this person clearly went above and beyond. I'm gonna have to brag about them, and then somebody else does something equally. So like I think one of our programmers, Keith, watched like 114 shorts, and reviewed all of them. And Derek, who you'll meet later tonight, watches a ton of films as well. But the first person that I'm super happy to introduce you to is Ashley Hoyle. Ashley is a film programmer in her own right, and she really exemplifies the community spirit around this festival. I don't know how many introductions Ashley recorded and how many film capsules she wrote, but I mean, like immediately and perfectly, she would do this volunteer work for us at Damn These Heels, and it's kind of humbling, because without that support of the people like Ashley, this festival would be a lot worse. It would be me sort of, choosing films as best I can, and these guys are the real experts. So very happy to introduce you to Ashley. Ashley, do you want to just tell us a little bit about what you're going to talk about, and then we'll roll the trailers?
Absolutely. Thank you so much to Davey and to Patrick. Amazing words to follow. And it's a pleasure to be part of the festival. You guys do great work, and I'm just happy to be here tonight with everybody who's here to enjoy all that we've seen through the programming season. So I'm going to talk about 2 of my absolute favorite picks from the festival this year. They are not to be missed. I'm going to talk about the film Emma and the film Welcome to Chechnya.
All right, we are going to roll on those trailers right away. So everybody stay put. We're going to start with Emma.
Nunca me vas a dar un hijo. Un hijo de verdad.
Yo te di un hijo. De verdad. Te lo tiraste por ahí.
Sé que es tu culpa, Gastón.
Si mi cuerpo es real, mi lengua es real.
Es tu culpa que no hayamos podido soportarlo.
Le quemó la cara a tu hermana.
Y es tu culpa que a mí me duele todo el cuerpo.
Yo no debo ni.
Y es tu culpa que la gente nos mire en la calle como si hubiéramos asfixiado a un perro con una bolsa de plástico.
Vamos a estar bien tú y yo, ¿no?
Estamos bien.
¿Sí?
Sí, estamos bien. No necesitamos nada. La gente nos quiere.
Sí.
Mío,
Vaya a volver con tu hijo, ¿verdad?
sos que debes ver entre tu cuerpo y el mío.
Es lo correcto, ¿verdad? Por supuesto. Si necesitáis que cometamos un crimen, nos llamáis.
Debes ver.
Vamos a estar cerca.
Ver.
Mamá Emma. No la amo usted.
No puedes hacer lo que quieres.
No me vaya a dejar solo, mamita. Me voy a asegurar de que nunca se te olvide lo que él te decía.
Entre tu cuerpo
horrorizar.
¿Por qué esperar? Horrorizan ahora.
So this is Pablo Larraín's 8th film, and I just think it's an absolute masterpiece. It's definitely not one to miss, like I said. It's got an incredible soundtrack. It's really reggaeton heavy. I imagine it will rival the excitement of the DJ set tonight musically, and that's just one reason to watch it. The visuals are incredible, and it's a really amazing on-the-ground view of life in Chile, as well as these two artists, Gael and Mariana, are absolutely incredible performers, and you watch their personal mystery unfold and how their art interacts. She plays a dancer and he a choreographer, and the way that they meet really brings the whole thing up in flames, as you can see from the trailer. And it's completely packed with excitement from the beginning to the end, and it's one of those kinds of films where it's so mysterious that it keeps you guessing every single beat, and somehow you don't really care where you're going to go because the whole journey is so energetic and bombastic and completely sensual and sexy and completely engaging. So it's definitely something that I think everyone should catch. It premiered at Venice last year, and I think we're super lucky to have it. So I would definitely put that on your screening schedules. And I'm going to talk about Welcome to Chechnya next.
Скажи, пожалуйста, насколько критична ситуация?
Дело в том, что мой дядя узнал про мою ориентацию вот недавно. Он в любом случае меня убьет.
Аня, мы приедем. Мы начали получать первые сообщения из Чечни о том, что в Чечне происходят массовые задержания геев.
Мы можем поехать, поедет с нами чувак, доедет до какой-нибудь с нами станции, как только я вышел с метро, двери закрылись, и больше ты в России не был.
I wanted to ask you about the alleged abduction and torture of gay men in the Republic.
Это ерунда. У нас таких людей нету.
И практически сразу было решение принято о том, чтобы людей спасать, эвакуировать.
У нас не было такого опыта. Нужно же людей скрывать, нужно их искать им визы, какие-то пути тайные, вывоза из страны. Бегом, бегом, бегом.
О, все, у меня, короче, паника начинается. Не будут искать, я это прекрасно все знаю.
Я не буду делать все, чтобы это никогда не всплыло. Изменить ситуацию может только человек, который прошел эти пытки и заявит об этом публично.
Я буду делать всевозможные действия, чтобы заткнуть меня.
So this film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival this year, where it won a special jury prize, and it's by Academy Award nominated David France. It is absolutely unbelievable. I think it's one of the most important films of the year, hands down. It's not often as a programmer that you see a film that is absolutely unlike anything you've seen before, and I think that's what this film is. It utilizes technology to protect the anonymity of its subjects in such a way that is completely pioneering, and it leads up to a cinematic moment that I would argue is one of the most impressive and surprising I certainly have ever seen, and maybe you will too. This is just an incredible story, and it's something that I think is really important to get out there. It's a story that a lot of people don't know, and it seems like this documentary to me is part of, you know, creating gay history and gay activism in this present moment. And I think right now, at this time where we're all separate, this is a huge testament to connection and what it means to have real human empathy, and it is completely gripping from beginning to end. It has unbelievable access, especially in a region and during a conflict that, you know, is made possible by a serious cloak of secrecy and of silence and of complicity. And this film takes all of that and rejects it outright. And it sheds light on what is an incredibly important issue abroad, but should be at home here for us as well. And I think that's why it's such an excellent addition to our lineup, to be able to show our audiences this amazing work that's being done by activists in Eastern Europe. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'm really glad to be able to talk to you tonight about these picks. And I'm going to kick it back to Davey.
Me again. So this just reminded me one of the things that I really appreciate about an online format is we can bring in people like Ashley who help us remotely. One of the reasons Ashley helps us is because she has local ties. And I don't know, Ashley, are you from here or did you just work here for a while? I can't quite remember, but I'm looking for a nod. But So we get to work with these people from around the country that are just really great film curators, and I think we probably couldn't have that presence if we were doing an in-person festival. So silver linings, different ways to sort of capitalize on our film community and do the most with it. Next up, we have Derek Wall. Derek is also a wonderful programmer. I love Derek's taste. When Derek likes something, I know I will too. And it's across the map. So maybe we'll just start off by Derek can tell us the films that they're going to talk about, or that he's going to talk about, and a little bit of what makes him tick.
Thank you so much, Davey. Thank you, Patrick. And I want to thank the Utah Film Center as well for this wonderful festival every year that I look so forward to. My name, as Davey said, is Derek Wall, and I'm a program committee member. This is my third year of programming, and every year I mark it on my calendar and look for the crazy stuff. So there's 3 films I'll be talking about tonight with you guys. And the first one I'm going to be discussing is The Prince. So let's check it out.
Muévete. Ya, pues, weón, cuenta. ¿Por qué llegaste para acá?
Me gusta tu sonrisa. ¿Te cuento tu secreto? Ya. Esta sonrisa me la robé. Oh, gitano. ¿Como tú? Sí. Deberías cortarte el pelo como Sandro.
¿Cómo lo quieres, joven?
Así.
¿Como Sandro? Weón.
Sí.
No le da. Déjatelo como canero nomás, weón.
Nunca.
Ojalá aprenda a tocarla luego.
¿Por qué?
Porque cuando uno aprende a tocar un instrumento no está nunca más solo. Empezamos mal.
¿Cómo me verían los demás? ¿No era feo? ¿Alguien me encontraría bonito?
¿Qué hacéis mariconeando con esos huevones en la ducha, vos, weón?
Gracias, Ricardo.
¡Date concha tu madre!
21, 22, 23.
Ansiedad. ¡Tu madre! ¡Ah! ¡Que te voy!
So one of the things I really loved about this film is it's a deft balance between several ideas. We follow Jaime, who's the main character, and the film begins with a crime of passion that he's committed against a man that he loves. He's sent to prison, and there he becomes himself. It's a journey of self-discovery. Along the way, there's balances between power, who's in power, and also this fluid sexual energy that flows through the prison as these men are confined together in close spaces. It has wonderful costumes, amazing lighting, and it's also a beautiful love story. Jaime comes to rely on a man known as the Stallion, who's the guy in charge of the prison. But over the course of the film, they develop a really tender relationship, and they come to question their own sexuality and then also their relationship with one another and what that means in a bigger picture. And then by the end of the film, it's equal parts heartbreaking, equal parts brutal, and equal parts sexy. It's a very steamy, charged film that I think a lot of people will enjoy. It was also a critic's pick at the Venice Film Festival last year, and yeah, I really dug it. The next film I'm going to be talking about is Queer Japan.
私がその男を求めるというのは必ずしもそれは愛の問題ではない。
You guys, that movie, it's beautiful. It's great. I love this film because it covers the entire spectrum of the LGBTQIA+ experience. Everything is represented here. We have trans people, we have bi people, and it's not a Western focused film. It's all about Japanese people and the way they're navigating being LGBT+ in Japan. A lot of people think of Japan as a pretty, open society, but in many ways, in a lot of ways actually, especially when it comes to LGBT rights and representation, it's a really conservative society and is still stuck in that mindset. And the wonderful thing is you just see all these beautiful people living their lives, trying to find their own truth, being true to themselves. And it's so inspiring and really, hopeful. It's a very hopeful film. I loved the costumes, especially all the interviews with drag performers. There's a lot of artists that are also interviewed. And so it's also kind of how a lot of the people that are involved are using creativity as an outlet to express their sexuality, but also share the message that, not everyone is heterosexual in this society and they need to know about it. So it's really informative, it's really fun, and it's a beautiful film. The next film that I'm going to be talking about is Thirst. So let's check it out.
So here's the thing about Thirst. Thirst is a midnight movie. And if you don't know what a midnight movie is, they're real gross. They're shockers, they're horrors, they're thrillers. They're pushing the boundaries. So I watched the trailer for Thirst, and I was like, I don't know if I want to put this in our live stream program. I don't know who's watching this live stream program. That's the great thing about Damn These Heels is we have different films for different audiences. So we're not going to play you the trailer for Thirst. You can go look it up. But I am going to quick switch to this screen capture that sort of gives you a summary of the aesthetic of the film. So, Derek, tell us a little bit about what stood out on this one.
Thank you so much, David. Yes, this is a midnight film. Some of my favorite films I've seen over the years from Damn These Hills have been midnight movies because they are the ones that are out there and really challenging and pushing what cinema can do, especially queer cinema. Thirst struck me because it is a fun, bloody, gory romp through Iceland. It's about 1,000-year-old gay vampire and a drug addict who come together and become friends. They're both on the run from the law. They're fighting an evil cult that is hell-bent on taking over the world. All of the special effects are practical effects, which means it's all fake corn syrupy blood and plastic gory bits that are glued onto people's bodies to make it look real. But I think deep down this film is great because it really is about two people becoming friends, and two outcasts specifically from society becoming friends. Also, it's got this rockin' synth like soundtrack. You feel like you're in a disco in the 80s, and the lighting is really great too. I mean, it's like bright reds and blues and very dramatic. So if you're looking for something that's kind of out there and really fun, I would recommend this film very highly. So back to you, Davey.
Here I am back at the mothership. Thanks so much, Derek. And really, we appreciate all the work you've put in for this year's festival and in general. It's really great to have you on board, and thanks for participating in our first ever opening night live stream. Next up, we have Leela Solari. Leela is our programming intern for this year's festival. Leela came to us from the University of Utah's film program, and they are passionate about queer films and telling stories from people who don't get the visibility of the history of mainstream cinema. So Leela is at the center of a lot of interesting stuff in terms of film work up on the U's campus, and they didn't miss a beat in switching to a virtual festival as an intern, and they have worked super hard to put together our shorts programs. So I'm going to kick it over to Leela. Looks like we got no audio on Leela. Leela, do you want to check your audio settings and give me a couple tests? Clap your hands. Oh, yep, you got it back on. All right, back over to you. We are in business.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute the mic. Okay, yeah, I'm Leela from the University of Utah, and I'm going to introduce to you guys some of the shorts, some of my favorite shorts from the programs that I designed that were pretty fun to do. There's lots of good stuff this year, so I hope you guys are looking forward to it, and just thanks to everyone for having me.
So Leela, do you want to start by doing kind of an overview of each program, or like which film that is representing the program as a whole, so that people know what clip they're watching from?
Sweet, sounds good. So the first film we'll highlight is one called Sunday, which is both in the BIPOC shorts category and also the dramatic shorts category. For this one, it's going to represent the dramatic shorts. It was one of my favorites from the get-go. It was one of the first films that I watched when considering the films to put in the festival, and it kind of like stuck with me throughout the whole time. It's about this guy who has a crush on his barber, and every week he goes for his weekly haircuts and just crushes on the barber, and it's such like a wholesome film. I just love I love that it's a very it shows a lot of emotion in the film without a lot of words, and I just thought it was like so powerful and so cute, and it really stuck with me throughout the festival, and it is the one that I chose to represent the dramatic shorts program tonight. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this one.
आइए साहब, मैं आया था ना पहले। कैसे हैं साहब? हाँ, तुम कैसे हो? बस साहब, बढ़िया। साहब दाढ़ी? हाँ। बाल नहीं करना साहब? नहीं, अभी नहीं। पिछले संडे आए नहीं आप? हाँ, वो जरा साहब स्किन आपकी बड़ी रफ हो गई, मसाज करा लेनी चाहिए।
Yeah, so that was just a short little clip of one of that sequence, or that short film that I thought was really cute, and I hope you get a chance to check it out. The next one is a short film called Buck, that is within the, I think it's the same director as the feature-length film Pure Kids. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And that one really stuck with me. It's part of the Black, Indigenous, and People of Color Shorts block that we created, also part of the Dramatic Shorts program as well. That one, I just thought that it was so well produced, and I think that one is another one where the storyline just goes super deep, and it's really like impactful for such a for a pretty short film. Plus the lighting is beautiful. The camera work really conveys the emotion. I just thought that it was a super well produced short film, and perfect to represent the Black, Indigenous, People of Color's Shorts block. So yeah, I think that the plot line was artistic. There's great acting in it. The storyline is just super interesting, and we'll play a clip from that one next. Sweet. Yeah, that film was also one that premiered at Sundance this last season too, and I think that that it's a great one to represent that category that I was talking about, and we really wanted to create a category not only highlighting the Black, Indigenous people of color, but just also like giving an awesome space for their storylines and protagonists that they had that we had selected from the other films. So that was super fun to be able to organize that program. The next one that I'll talk about is one called Eat the Rainbow. This one is part of the Shorts to Bedazzle and Perplex category, and it was definitely exactly what the title of that shorts program says, with the Shorts to Bedazzle and Perplex, because these films, some of them are so crazy and just all over the place, but super fun, and some of them are experimental, some of them are super funny, some of them are like dancey, campy kind of stuff, and Eat the Rainbow was definitely all of those things in one, and super well produced, first of all. So I was impressed by the production quality on it, but also the story of it is just, it's a satirical film about some of the, like, commenting on some of the political things that we've experienced over the last couple of years. And I just think that overall, I'd watch it 100 times a day just because it's so funny and such a wild ride all the way through. And I think that it was the perfect short to include with the shorts program, Shorts to Bedazzle and Perplex. So I hope you're looking forward to this one.
We are a very tolerant neighborhood. We cannot tolerate anything that is different than us. So, I'm afraid he must go.
Yeah, and that blue, it's just fucking weird.
Yeah, fucking weird. 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 Fucking weird.
Yeah, cool. I don't want to give away too much about what that one contains because I feel like part of the aspect that I liked about it was the surprise the first time that I watched it and the way that it made me really laugh. I thought it was really, really well done. So I hope that you find yourself watching that one at some point throughout the festival. The last short that I'm going to talk about is part of the Dramatic Shorts program, or not dramatic, docu shorts program. And I think that all of the docu shorts have really unique stories that highlight a super wide spectrum of the LGBT plus community. And I think that the film that I chose to specifically talk about is one called Ava and Bianca. It was super touching to me because I love hearing about women in the film industry and women that are kind of trailblazers and paving the way and really creating what they want to create. And it's about two trans women that are cinematographers that sort of found each other, that both came from LDS families and are sort of navigating the film industry as a team, but also on their own. And I think that it was just a really powerful story that really moved me in both their friendship and their relationship, but also their personal stories with figuring out who they are and really living to embrace that. And I don't think that we have a clip of that one, but you should definitely check it out, as well as the rest of the Docu Shorts program. I think they were all super unique and a super great bunch to pick from this year as well. So hopefully we got you the best of the best and you'll enjoy checking that out. And I think that's all I have to say about the shorts. I hope that everyone enjoys them. And there's 4 different programs, so be sure to check them out. There's lots of good stuff in all of them. And yeah, that's all from me. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks so much, Leela. It really is a great series of shorts programs. I am super partial to the shorts just because they really let you go out on a limb and see things that are emerging. And a number of times we have played shorts that then a couple years later we feature the first feature from that director. In the case, Leela was correct. Elegance Bratton's Buck was made by Elegance Bratton as well as Peer Kids. One is a documentary that was years in the making. One is a highly produced drama. So it is a fun evolution of that filmmaker. Thanks so much for sticking with us on this live stream. There's so many more films to go over. I wanted to tell you about 2. I wanted to tell you about Keyboard Fantasies, the Beverly Glenn Copeland story, as well as Holy Trinity. But we are running a little short on time. We want to make sure you get to the dance party on time. So I think what I'm going to do is our website team and our external relations team made up a little video that's just kind of a how-to fest. I'm going to play that really quick, and then I'll go through a little bit of housekeeping and how to navigate and make the most of the film festival. So we're going to play that, and then we'll be right back with you. Thanks so much.
Hello, I'm Russell Roots, and I'm the User Experience Manager at Utah Film Center. And welcome to Damn These Heels Queer Film Festival for 2020. In this video, we're just going to go over a couple of quick things to help you have the best experience you can with the festival this year. There are 2 ways to access the festival. There is damntheseheels.org, And then there is the Eventive platform, which is the actual platform hosting the festival this year. And you can go to watch.eventive.org/DamnTheseHills2020. And whether you are on our website or you're on Eventive, as you can see, the format is roughly the same. Back on our website, you can actually select a couple of different things. You can select the type of film, you can select the language you would like to view the film in, and then you can also see the availability restrictions. Not all films are available in all places, so please make note of that. So if you would like to purchase access to the films, you have two ways to do that. There are individual film tickets, which are $10 a piece, and then there is the festival passes. The pass is a collection of tickets with a couple of extra perks depending on price level. So you really have the different ways to kind of get involved with Damn These Heels depending on your budget. Regardless, whether you use the pass or the ticket, you have 48 hours after accessing a film or a Q&A or any of the free content to actually watch that to make sure that you have the best viewing experience. So let's see how that works. So if you want to watch Keyboard Fantasies, you would click on it. And again, let's purchase a virtual ticket or a pass if you like. So now we are back in Eventive again. So in Eventive, we have the opportunity to pre-order this film because it is not available until July 10th. If the film is available after July 10th, this would just say unlock, and you would come here to unlock it if you're already signed into your account. Do you have an account? If not, let's go ahead and show how that works. At this point, if you haven't set up your account, you'll be asked for payment, and you'll be able to go ahead and set up the viewing experience for Keyboard Fantasies. At this point, we don't need to go further, at least in this example, but you understand the process, and it's fairly straightforward. If you're doing this during the festival's run dates, and the film is not Holy Trinity, which is only available on July 18th, the film will be able to view right away. To watch a film, you can use your web browser on your computer, your tablet, or your mobile device. And to watch a film on your TV, you can cast or mirror from your web browser using a Chromecast, Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, or other device that allows you to cast or screen mirror your device to your TV. If you have Apple TV or Roku, you can download the free Eventive TV app, and once you have purchased films through your web browser, you can watch them on the app. Please note you must order all films through a web browser, as the Eventive TV app is just for watching films. Additionally, all special events will require the use of a web browser. Once you have an account, you'll be able to see, by going up here, in your content library, everything that you have unlocked is right here and is available in your content library, and you will see the date unlocked and how long you have to watch it. The other items you can see from your account up here are your TV app setup. So for anyone that has a device like an Apple TV or a Roku that needs a code to sync those devices, that can be done here. The other thing that you can do is go to the help screen. Eventive has a really great set of FAQs, frequently asked questions, that will help you make sure you have the best experience. If you're still having trouble, you can launch the live chat support here. You can also launch the live chat support here. If you have questions that you need help with from the Utah Film Center directly, you can contact us here on our website, utahfilmcenter.org, by going to About and Contact, and you can fill out this area, or you can email us at info@utahfilmcenter.org. That's all for the video today. If you have any other questions, again, please contact us info@utahfilmcenter.org, and enjoy the festival.
Oh no, I cut Russell off. Hi everybody, it's me again. I sort of slipped my finger, but at the end Russell said, "Enjoy the festival," and then we were back to me. But I hope that's helpful. There is a little bit of a learning curve to finding all the different opportunities online, but it really is go to that Eventive platform through our website, and you can see everything, the timing of it. This is actually a perfect time to talk about our live stream DJ set brought to us by DJ Poltergeist. It's going to be really, really fun, and that's going to go live in just about 9 minutes. So I want to give you time to get up and stretch and get a drink and that sort of thing. And there's some technical gimmickry I need to do on my end. But in the chat, you'll see that our wonderful team has posted a link to that opening night party. You can also go to it directly through Eventive. So we'd love to see you there. And again, this is a very unprecedented year in film exhibition, and we're so excited to have you along for the ride. We couldn't have done it without you, and we really appreciate your involvement in all this. Your patronage and your participation is what makes the festival special, and we just really appreciate it, and thanks for coming along on the ride. So I'm going to disappear here for a second. We're just going to go to kind of a holding screen here, and then the last thing I'll post on here is a link to that live stream event so you can see it and type it if you need to. But the best way to do it is to navigate there through Eventive, or go to the chat feature on this live stream and click through on the DJ live set. Oh, let's see. Maybe there's some questions here in the chat. Mary was asking if we can watch a single film more than once with each pass ticket. And that you can. If you unlock the film, you have 48 hours to watch it, so you have a little bit of flexibility there. That includes Holy Trinity. Even though it is a one-time screening on Saturday night, you can watch it. You can watch it once you've unlocked it before noon the next day. It says on there, but you don't have to watch it. You don't have to finish it between 7 and 10 that night. You just have to begin it at that point in time. All the other films are totally flexible. And maybe on that note, you know what I'll do while I do this technical stuff in the background? I'll play Holy Trinity's trailer for you so you can see that. It's one of my favorite films because I'm pretty interested in queer films that have come into their power, so to speak. And that's what I really love about this film. It really is a group of people just joyfully celebrating their community and making a film that is totally reflective of that. And it's not tied up with any sort of trauma or hang-ups or baggage. It's just them being them. And it's really wonderful to see. So I'm going to roll on that. We'll see you at the dance party starting at 8 p.m. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a good night.
Maybe you shouldn't use that spray anymore.
It's not that crazy. It's just like poppers.
It's not the same thing as poppers.
Oh my god, you can fucking hear me.
If this thing really is a gift, then why are you letting it get in the way of things that are already good?
I can hear dead people.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Girl! You can't charge people for this. It's a gift. Carol! All I want to do right now is sleep.
Trinity, you're in danger, girl.
Your husband says hi.
Oh my God!